educate the head, try to educate the heart.
Spending a week on holiday in North Wales with my girlfriend was well needed. Despite doing a fair amount of day trips to many different cracks on my days off, I hadn't had more than one day off in a row since we came out of lockdown in April. We decided to go to Blaenau, that used to be known as the slate capital of the world, which is in the middle of the Snowdonia National Park, planning to do loads of hiking and a day or two of climbing. One thing I've always loved about outdoor rock climbing is the possibility to climb classic lines that were first established and ascended by climbers I look up to. In the UK, a lot of these lines were put up in the 80s by Jerry Moffat. That is why if you spend some time climbing in this country, you'll probably bump into many problems named after him. There's almost one in every other crack. Jerry's problem, Jerry's traverse, Jerry's arête, Jerry's wall, Jerry's finish, and so on. For those of you who don't know who Jerry Moffat is, he's a professional rock climber considered to be one of the greatest of all time. He unsighted some of the hardest sport routes in America in the 80s, repeated some of France's hardest routes at the time, and won the first ever climbing World Cup in 1989. Apart from this, he also opened the first ever indoor climbing wall in the UK, called the Foundry. In short, he is a really big time climber and a huge legend in and outside of the UK. In the middle of the Llanberis Valley lies one of his most popular problems, Jerry's Roof, which is a 7C or V9 endurance test piece that has everything I like in a block. It's an actual boulder that you have to climb from the bottom to the top, it's overhanging, has some burly moves, and you have to top it out. It doesn't get any better than this for me. Hi there! So today I'm here in Llanberis because I want to try Jerry's Roof, and I've just warmed up on some easy blocks like some 5s and 6s just up the road, and now I'm gonna try this block that has been on my wish list for a while. I've watched every video that there is to watch on YouTube, so I think I know what to do, but yeah, now is the moment of truth. I'll have to pull on. The problem itself is quite long and has different sections that, despite having a few distinctive harder moves, I'd rather say that the actual difficulty of the block relies on the overall consistency of the moves. Jerry's Roof starts on the very left hand side of the boulder with a little V5 block into the so-called tourist start, which is meant to be a shorter and easier version of Jerry's Roof that goes at 7B plus or V8. From here, you traverse up and right until you get to the lip where you have to top out. After doing the first bit to get to the tourist start, you get to the first cracks of the block, which has a tensiony right shoulder move into our sloper. Once you do this, you climb through some good holds up until the big fatty pinch block, which you get with your left hand, to then catch a good but kinda hidden pocket with your right hand. This is meant to be the second crux of the block, although in terms of difficulty, this isn't too stiff, just really droppable, I'd say. For me, the hardest move of the block comes now, where you grab an undercling with your left hand and pull on it while having your feet fairly low. Once you do that, you slap your right hand past the lip, sort out your feet and start topping out the boulder, which, despite not being too hard, a cool head is needed, as at this point you'll be able to feel the pump you've built up doing the rest of the moves. Not that I thought I just work it section by section now. First impressions of the problem were good, and I was positive that I could work out the moves in not too much time. So I kept my sight high and gave it all on the first few tries. It was quite promising to get that far on my third stride from the bottom, although very gutting at the same time as I thought I had a block in my pocket. So I'm quite gutted because I dropped some of the moves, or one of the moves in the mid, and I know I'm probably strong enough to do this block, but I just have to climb really well and really precise because I have tops 2 more attempts from this. Despite feeling fit and confident while climbing the block, each attempt was going to take a big toll on my stamina, so I had to make sure to climb to the top of my ability and not make any silly mistakes if I really wanted to send it. However, I was still feeling fresh and the day was young. After doing the hard part of the problem on this attempt, I cut my feet, which cost me, once again, falling past the lip, which felt so disappointing. Okay, so I'm gonna go for what I believe is my actual last attempt. I don't know how much more energy I have in me, so fingers crossed it goes now. After this attempt, I knew I didn't have too many beans left in the tank, so I actually got quite nervous. I knew if I made it past the cracks again, I was going to suffer from severe summit fever. I could feel I didn't have it in me anymore. I had a few good opportunities on this session, but unfortunately I let them slip. I then decided to work on the top moves for maybe a last and really desperate final attempt on it. Alright, so I've just done it from the cracks in the middle, and I think I found out a little foot placement that is new. So now I think I know how to do the top out, so I'll just rest for another 10 to 15 minutes and then I'll have definitely the last go. Despite this new input on the beta, it was crystal clear for me that I wasn't going to send the block just then. However, I felt like I had to keep on trying, as the weather forecast wasn't really promising on the next days, and also our plans for this holiday in North Wales didn't include much climbing, so I didn't know whether I would have another opportunity to get back on it.
Cris is gonna try one more time. Ooh, it's been a long It's a waiting game.
So I wasn't lucky this time. I thought I could really work out the moves in one session, but it's quite clear that I can't. So I'll have to come another day, I guess, and see if I can send it when I'm fresh. Anyway, that's all for this day. See you soon, guys. After this session, to be honest with you, I felt quite sad and humbled. I felt fit on the block and I managed to do all the cracksy bits and bobs, but unfortunately I didn't get the send. I guess this is how bouldering is sometimes, but I couldn't help myself to feel disappointed by missing such great opportunities to climb the problem. On the following days we did hike a fair bit, and I managed to sneak in a really quick early morning session on a local crack nearby where we were staying, and had a great holiday time just chilling in Fontano. Despite the weather being really patchy, it looked like the chance of rain on the day we were going to drive back to London was only 20%, so I had to cling onto that if I actually wanted to come back and try to finish the block. Right, so we are driving to Jerry's roof again. I'm gonna have a mini session on it, or at least I hope it's mini. And I better send it today because otherwise we'll be driving back to London this afternoon, and I don't think we'll be back anytime soon. So pressure's on. Let's see if I can climb it today. Although the pressure was on, I thought that since I already knew the moves, I just needed to warm up properly, do the cracks moves again, and then commit to the top moves if I managed to climb past the cracks again. The send would come as long as I kept my head cool. First attempt from the bottom went okay, although I dropped the move to the pocket. You either get your fingers in the sweet spot or you'll fall off. Same happened on my second try. On my third go, I got to the moves past the lip, but unfortunately I didn't hit one of the crimps just right. This scenario was exactly what I wanted to avoid, climbing through the cracks and then getting nervous while doing the easier top out moves. This try hit my confidence, but I kept thinking that it was only a matter of time that I got the moves right. And back to square one again. It was getting to that point again where I started to doubt myself and lose all confidence, as now it was a matter of skill and being a good climber more than anything else. It was clear to me that I could do the block, however, it was becoming a nightmare to drop the block always past the same moves. On the next few attempts I dropped the pocket move twice and the pinch block once, which made me totally lose it and want to give up. And to be honest, that was the plan after this. I don't know how on earth I was going to do it now if I couldn't do it while being fresh. Anyway, my girlfriend encouraged me to give it one last try despite feeling ruined. Probably she didn't want to deal with this guy on the drive home. So I rested for a good 10 or 15 minutes, had some chocolate and gave it the last burn.
Come on. Go. That's it. Oh. That's it, Cris. You've got it. You've got it. You've done it. You've done it.
I guess feeling powered out on the last few attempts made me drop my expectations and also all the sand pressure. So I guess that probably did the trick.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Llanberis Roof was a milestone for my climbing. It's been on my wish list for so long, so I'm really chuffed for having climbed it. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video and want to support my channel, please like the video, drop me a comment and subscribe.
As the guy says, please do all of the above, and thanks for watching guys. See you all on the next one.